The Chicago Street Course is for sure happening. It's been officially announced, and we're going to get all into it right after this. This video is presented by Pristine Auction. Pristine Auction is the most trusted sports memorabilia auction site out there with an A+ BBB rating. Auctions at pristineauction.com start at just $1, and every day there are thousands of signed items available, so you'll win signed authentic items at affordable prices. Every item on pristineauction.com comes with a certificate of authenticity from the industry's most reputable authenticators. Deals like this are happening all the time on pristineauction.com, and they are your one-stop shop for NASCAR memorabilia, collectibles, and so much more. Upgrade your collection of signed memorabilia today and get $10 off your first item when you use code Iceberg. They've also supplied me with a giveaway for you all. They'll be giving away a signed Dale Jr. mini helmet. At the conclusion of this video, jump on over to pristineauction.com/register, and for a chance to win, all you gotta do is sign up on their website using my registration code Iceberg to be entered. Thank you once again to Pristine Auction for your support of this channel, and now, back to the show. So, for months, if not honestly years now, NASCAR has been talking about and wanting to get into the Chicago market again. Ever since the 2020 COVID pandemic shut down the Chicagoland Speedway indefinitely, they've really been trying to get back into the market, and especially into the main city itself with the street race. And that's really the big plan that they've been pushing now for 2-3 years. NASCAR now has announced that the new Chicago Street Course, with NASCAR Senior VP of Racing Development and Strategy Ben Kennedy, Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, and driver Bubba Wallace, who drives for Chicago demigod Michael Jordan, that this will happen. It will be on the weekend of July 1st and 2nd. It's a 3-year deal for this weekend and race, so a little bit of tradition compared to what Indianapolis and Road America brought on. And it will consist of the NASCAR Cup Series, IMSA GT, and 2 A-list concerts apparently too. The layout will be the 2.2-mile course with 12 turns that was used in iRacing in 2020, and I will admit it's one that does not inspire very much. It's a very boring looking layout, and there's not too awful many passing zones if iRacing is any indicator whatsoever. Now, there was a statement that leaked from Bubba Wallace about it, saying that the Chicago Street Race is going to be wild. NASCAR continues to do a great job hosting new, exciting races, and this is definitely an event not to be missed. With concerts planned in addition to racing on city streets for the first time, it's going to be an awesome weekend. Chicago is a great city with great sports fans, and I'm looking forward to bringing the iconic number 23 back to town. Now, on top of all of this, it's looking like this is going to replace Road America more and more, as there's no real news about Road America for the Cup Series, though we'll talk about that in a little bit. Now, I want to show one more time the promo that I showed at the start of the video. This one was leaked and screen recorded by Save the Chicagoland Speedway on Twitter, ironically enough, and it really shows how much they're going to be pushing this event. Okay, so now that the nuke has been dropped, what's the fallout? Well, the first thing I noticed is, interestingly enough, there was no mention of the NASCAR Xfinity Series or NASCAR Truck Series. And while there were some rumors that I saw, and also recordings I saw of people from the Xfinity and Truck Series talking about the Chicago Street Course, if this is the case that they're not going to be racing there next year, where are they going to be for the 4th of July weekend? There's 3 tracks I'm really thinking of at the moment for this. Number 1, maybe they stay at Road America. The Xfinity Series has been at Road America for over a decade now, and that's almost become more of a tradition and a better race than the Cup Series race ever had the possibility to do. There's a Milwaukee Mile. Milwaukee has really been wanting to get NASCAR back and try and get a big splash into their market. They're a city that plays little brother to Chicago all the time, so it would be really nice for them to get at least something on the side. But another really possible option is it's just an off weekend for them. The Cup Series races in the big market with IMSA, which is made more for this kind of racing, brings in the biggest crowd, and if it works out, maybe bring them to the street course next year. Now, the other one, of course, is no Cup race in Road America. Adam Stern has really talked about this, and I don't think he's going off of a hunch. Now, I want to bring some things up about this. 100,000 plus showed up in 2021 and 2022. And I think it's a really risky move to alienate this large of a group of fans who are just starting to come around with NASCAR. The big problem that Road America had is it brought in a very small TV audience, smaller than any other track on the Cup schedule. But at the same time, 100 to 140,000 fans that weren't watching NASCAR beforehand, having a great time because it is a great atmosphere in person at Road America, alienating that amount of fans who are true race fans for chasing the casual fan is a really quick way to close the door on them forever. Sure, you might keep Xfinity, but they've wanted a Cup date and wanted it for a while to stay in Road America long term. So that is something that anyone, even the most staunch pro-Chicago street course fans, need to keep in mind. Now, the 4th straight through 6th straight year, the Chicagoland Speedway will not be included in the NASCAR Cup Series schedule. I'm going to say that I have a clear bias here. I went to Chicagoland from 2007 through 2019, was planning to in 2020. I'm going to miss this track a ton. I wish that Chicagoland was put on this schedule more than the Chicago street course. I think it would put on better racing personally. But it's not dead. I can say with certainty that Chicagoland Speedway has been kept up with. I was there only a few weeks ago seeing it like this, and there's plenty of security guarding it. The news about them selling off land was just that. They sold off excess land that they didn't really use anyway, and the Speedway itself is pretty much race ready. So it's not dead by any means. If something ever happened to this deal with Chicago, then they have this Speedway to fall back on, and it's always there for after this 3-year deal. Now, a big thing that caught my eye and something that I really, really like about this is the concert aspect. There's going to be 2 A-list concerts in this weekend. And this is much like what Formula One does to bring in normies, people who just aren't racing fans. They bring in different musical acts that people who would never watch racing would really like, and then those fans or potential fans at least get opened up to the culture of Formula One. It's much like what NASCAR did with the LA Clash to a smaller scale, just with a bit older and, well, let's be honest, less relevant musicians. Now, it's in a major market. That is always huge, and it's going to have a big splash. The TV numbers next year are going to be high, especially if it's on big NBC. It could definitely approach the 4 million mark, especially if Chicago really starts to get behind it and a lot of people watch it even on TV that are there. Now, the racing's probably going to suck. Street courses just don't make good racing in pretty much any series whatsoever, and I think that this is going to be the case with NASCAR. It's been shown that the next gen has kind of struggled with these very narrow road courses and street races. Well, that's the narrowest of road courses you can get. Now, I will say this. Fans like myself who are not happy about this, we need to make the best of it. It's not going to change. I don't like it, but it's not going to change. We need to accept it's going to happen, and it's not really meant for us. It's meant for new fans to get people in. It's not going to feel like a normal NASCAR race. We got to deal with it, and it won't change. Though I will say one funny thing that I really see with this is it'd be hilarious if Lori Lightfoot put all of this push for it, even against a lot of the media and other people in Chicago that don't want it, and then she's not in office next year. That'd be funny. But that's just my thoughts and kind of what I was really feeling about the Chicago street race. Now, I want to pass it on to you. So let me know, what do you think of this? Is it a good idea, bad idea, in the middle? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. While you're at it, leave a like on this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more great NASCAR content. Thank you to all my channel members for your continued support, and until next time, have a good one.